Hey everyone, this is Mary. Welcome back to my kitchen. And I want to talk to you about a product that's been in our line for a really long time. You might not even know that it's there, but I think you probably do need this item. And it is called our multi-blade sharpener. So it's got a handle. I'll talk to you about how to hold it. And there's two ends. There's like kind of like, I'll start with this. You see that V-shaped, okay? And it's telling you, the squiggly line is telling you that's for the food chopper. And then there is a picture of a knife, so it's good for a knife. And you flip it over and there's like an angled sharpener. Can you see that angled sharpener? And that's for a pair of scissors. And then that three-pronged blade is for the manual food processor. Okay, so let's talk about the scissors first. So you're gonna wanna hold it, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna hold this scissors in my, and this is our professional shears. I'm gonna hold this in my left hand, and let's see if I can maybe move back a little bit. And I'm simply just gonna drag it along. Just drag it along. Maybe you feel more comfortable doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna drag it from the inside up to the tip. And when you use this product, you're going to actually kind of feel it drag, or kind of feel it being a little rough or kind of scratchy. That's actually when you need to, that's why you need it, because those are all the kind of burrs on the edge, and you really do need that to get a nice edge, clean edge back on the shears or the knife or any of the other blades, and so you have a better cutting surface. Okay, so we'll put that over aside. And on the same side, we're gonna do the manual food processor. Maybe you're familiar with the manual food processor, maybe not, but I'll just kind of share with you what this is. It's just 3 pieces. It's a pretty simple product, but it works really well. And a lot of times people think it's the food chopper. It is not, because the food chopper chops, okay? And it chops and does a really wonderful job. This also can chop, this chops, but it also can incorporate things. So as an example, there's a really good thumbprint cookie recipe on Pampered Chef's website that makes 18 cookies, perfect cookies every single time. I love making cookies, but I kind of get distracted and burn out after a couple dozen of them. That's why I love making the thumbprint cookies, and I can actually make the dough, and I do make the dough right in here, okay? So think about that. I could never make cookie dough in the food chopper, but I could definitely make it in here. But there again, so those are kind of the difference. It's got a container, it comes with a lid, and it's got this 3-pronged blade. Do you see that? And how it works is it sits on a post right in here. You put your food, and then this little post sits right in the top of that blade. I'm right-handed, so how I use it is I turn the handle towards me, I unlock it, and every time and it's a full stroke, right? So not just a little, because you're really just kind of moving the food around. You're gonna want to pump it up and down, and that way it gets a full rotation of the blade when you're incorporating it. If you're left-handed, you just simply turn it around and just do it that way, all right? This just kind of sits on top of it. It doesn't screw on or fasten on. So sometimes if I do something a little chunky, like tomatoes or potatoes or something like that, and it kind of gets caught and I need to move the food around, I just make sure I hold onto the top and the bottom and shake it around a little bit, and it moves the food around, and then I can continue incorporating the ingredients together. So I will take this, get this out of the way here, and use the side that it calls for. And again, just take it and just take the okay, and just go, and it's just on one side of the blade, okay? So each blade has a side that hits the food, and you're just gonna run this all the way around it, okay? Did you hear how that's kind of dragging a little bit? This obviously really needed to be sharpened. So, okay. I think I'm good. Okay, so I'm gonna put this away and put this to the side, and let's work on the other ones. So we're gonna do on the V-shape side, and this is one of our color-coded knives. So this is kind of maybe an entry point for folks that are looking for knives. This is a really, these really are very nice knives. They're just not the professional grade knives, and you're not going to want to use this on the forged cutlery knife. That's not what you're going to want to do. But it'll work on this color coded. And this is an old one. This is this is all steel. Comes with a protective sheath, different sizes, works really wonderful. This is the 8-inch chef's knife, and so a great entry point for knives if you know someone, if it's yourself or for a gift who's looking for knives. A nice item to stash with it, right? Because you can then keep the nice edge on the blade. And this is an old one. We don't even carry this color anymore, so I've had this for a very long time. So, okay, so I've got it on the side of the knife, and I'm just gonna run this down. From the top all the way down to the tip, okay? And you know how to test when you have a really nice sharp edge on the knife, right? Does it cut a tomato, right? Because that's the test. So, just gonna get this edge. Okay, I think I'm good. It doesn't sound crunchy to me anymore, so I think it's nice and sharp. All right, so again, you're not gonna wanna use this on our forged cutlery knives, but on this knife, it works great. So the food chopper. So the food chopper, maybe plenty of you know about the food chopper, but if you're new to Pampered Chef or new to the food chopper, wondering what the heck is the food chopper, this is it. So you can chop in this cap, or you can just remove it and just chop all over the surface like of a cutting board, if you will. And you can see every time you press down on it, it rotates around, so you're really getting a nice, perfect chop every time you're using it. It opens up. All these are replaceable pieces, so if you have an older version that looks like this, and maybe your collar broke, you can replace it. Same with the lid, same with the cap, and the same with this guy. And then it opens up, kind of like wings, and then everything can go into the dishwasher. All right, so super easy. Again, think of it as, I heard another Pampered Chef consultant call it like a light switch. So you can see one side's got 2 prongs, right? You see that? And then one side's got 1. All right, you just line them up, and you pop them in there, and you good. Put the collar back on there, and you're ready to chop. But I'm going to take this off, and again, I'm going to use the side with the squiggly lines, right? That's meant for the food chopper. There we go. Sounds a little crunchy, doesn't it? So it's probably better off that I'm doing that. There we go. So it's simple and easy. Again, if you have other knives, I can't, other than Pampered Chef ones, I can't tell you if this is going to be compatible with it. I can tell you how it works on Pampered Chef knives or scissors. Some people have asked, I've heard about how does it work on the salad chopper. That's kind of a serrated blade if you kind of look at it, so that's really not appropriate for this. I would just, me personally, I would stick, let me line these up. There we go. Put the cap back on it. My personal opinion is I would, whatever this says on here, that's what I would do. I wouldn't deviate from that, just because if it's not Pampered Chef, I don't want to mess up your product, whatever it is that you might be using it on. But if it's Pampered Chef product, whether it's our manual food processor, our food chopper, any of our color-coded knives, and we have a wide variety of those shapes and sizes, or any of our scissors, our professional line of scissors, this multi-tool, this multi-blade sharpener will be just what you're looking for. So anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.